Hey everybody, today let's talk a little bit about scammers and being scammed online by girls in the Philippines. I hope you're going to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. A scammer is somebody who scams you for money through deception or fraud. Now the girls in the Philippines, I really don't think when you meet them online are trying to scam you by fraud. I think they're trying to deceive you and to make you feel sorry for them, make you feel like you need to help them. They want you to feel as if you have a connection with them emotionally. They're reaching out to your kindness of your heart and the loneliness that you feel when you're talking to these girls. A lot of these girls you're going to meet online will be through Facebook, through a dating app, or maybe even through a friend. They might connect with you with a friend's request on Facebook. They might answer a message that you sent them on Facebook or a dating site. If they see your profile on a dating site, they might contact you. They might send a smile. They might send you a message or a like, or that they're interested in you. They do something to make first contact to get you to start chatting with them. Now, how can you tell the difference between a scammer and a good girl? A girl that's sincere and not really trying to get money from you, trying to deceive you? That's a great question. If we had the answer to that, we'd all saved a lot of money. I've been checking out girls online since 2015 when I was in the States, and especially during COVID when we were locked up at home. The one thing these girls have in common is that they're good at making you feel sorry for them, making you feel guilty that you have money, that you have a nice place to live, and that they live in the province, they sleep on the floor, they cook with firewood in the backyard, they bathe outside. They're good at making you feel guilty. They're good at making you feel like you should help them, that you're obligated to help them. And with the kindness in your heart, you decide, okay, I'm going to go ahead and help them. A girl that meets you online and she cares for you and she's hoping to have a relationship with you will not try to get money out of you. She will not try to make you feel guilty of her situation. She will not throw things in your face like, oh, what did you eat today? Oh, I only had rice and you had a steak. And she'll be more interested in your life than she is in sharing her life with you. She'll have a lot of interest in you. A good girl will want to know if you had dinner today, did you have your breakfast, did you have your coffee in the morning, are you taking your medication, did you get enough sleep. They're going to worry about you if you tell them there's a storm or you're not feeling well. This is what good girls do. The scammer, the girl that's trying to deceive you, will tell you her plight. She'll tell you the refrigerator is broken. She'll tell you that they don't have any food to eat. She'll tell you the electricity is off because they haven't paid the bill. She'll tell you lots of things. She'll tell you the baby doesn't have milk to drink. She'll tell you her mom's sick. She'll tell you her grandmother died. She'll tell you her dad's in the hospital. She'll tell you her brother's motorcycle broke. They'll tell you lots of things, and they'll tell you all their wants. The good girls make things work in the Philippines. The good families, they make do with what they have. They're not looking for a handout, even though a lot of people think every Filipino has their hand out to a foreigner. Remember, we do have more money than they have, the girls in the province. We do have more money than most of the families have, but it doesn't mean they want it. Now, during this Christmas holiday, I got together with some foreigners at a couple parties, and I brought up the subject of scammers. Have they ever been scammed? The one thing I found that was most common among all the guys who were talking about when they were scammed, how they were scammed online, is this first sentence that you get from the girl. Can you help me? Can you help me? I don't have milk money for the baby. Can you help me? I don't have rent. Can you help me? And most scammers start off small. They're going to ask you for load, and they're going to ask for load on the first day. They might ask on the second day, but they're going to ask for load. And you're going to feel bad. You're going to say, oh, it's just a couple bucks. You're going to get online and you're going to send them some load. Now they got you. You already invested into them emotionally and financially. Now when it comes to the load, don't send too much. If you feel guilty and you want that girl to be able to talk to you online and she doesn't have any data or she doesn't have any load to receive a signal and you want to help her out so you can talk together, 100 pesos, maybe 200 pesos should be plenty in a month. If they want 500 or more, that's a lot. Me and Janet don't use 500 pesos of load in a month. The one thing you got to remember about load is once they receive it, they can share it with their friends, their family. They can even sell it to other people because they can transfer the load from one phone number to another. So don't send too much load. If they're asking for 500 or 1,000 pesos a month, something's wrong. They're either sharing it with all their family members and friends or they're selling it. A couple hundred pesos a month for load should be plenty. So to me, that's a big red flag when a girl will say, can you help me? Because they want something. They're trying to deceive you now. Can you help me put a roof on the house? Oh, we had a bad typhoon and the roof's gone. Oh, we eat outside. We don't have a kitchen. And they'll show you the dirty kitchen. A lot of Filipinos here in Dumaguete, up here near Valencia, they have a dirty kitchen and they cook outside. Even if they have a kitchen inside, they cook outside to keep the smoke from the burning, the fish smelling. It's just better for them to cook outside. Remember, fuel and gas is expensive here. Wood is abundant. They can go out and get wood to cook with. But don't fall for the trap of trying to make their house better. Don't fall for the trap that, oh, let me fix your house, and when I get there, we'll live in your house. I don't think any foreigner really wants to live like a Filipino. I don't think you want to really live in a provincial house, a Filipino native style house, taking a bath outside in a bucket, eating all your meals outside, sharing a small house with 5, 6, 7 people. I don't think that's the life that you want when you come here. So don't be rebuilding their house before you get here. Anytime you hear the words, can you help? Can you help me? That's a red flag. The other thing they do is you want to video chat with a girl. You want to prove that that's the person you saw in the picture and that's who you're talking to. So you want to do a video chat with them. You want to see them live and in color. You want to see them on your computer screen or on your phone. You want to verify they exist. A lot of these people who are typing to you, texting you, messaging you on Facebook, writing you letters on a dating site or writing you messages, they might not even be a girl. They might be a lady boy. It might be a gay guy. You just don't know. So you want to verify who they are through video chat. You want to make sure that their face, their features match the photo that you're looking at. Now, if they tell you, oh, my camera doesn't work, I can't video chat, I have a bad phone, I can't video chat, the only way I can video chat is if you buy me a new phone, they'll start to make you feel bad that you can't talk to them unless they get a phone. Remember, the ones that are trying to deceive you are trying to make you feel guilty. They're trying to make you feel that it's your fault that they can't talk to you. Trying to make you feel that you're heartless and you won't help them to have a conversation with you face to face on video chat because you won't buy them a phone. Don't fall for that. They had a phone when they posted on Facebook. They had a camera when they took pictures. One of their cousins or one of their friends has a phone that works. They could borrow that to video chat with you. If they really want to talk to you and their phone doesn't work, they'll find a way to make it work. Filipinos are very resourceful. They will borrow their sister's phone. They will borrow their neighbor's phone. They'll find a way to get a hold of you. And once you find a good girl, if you're lucky enough to find a good girl, when you contact her, and if it's on Facebook, She's going to video chat you right away to make sure you're not a scammer. She's going to video chat you to make sure that you match your picture. So these girls here in the Philippines are also watching out for guys who are scamming them. So if you get a quick video chat from somebody you just started talking to, chances are that you're going in the right direction. Because they're verifying that you're who you say you are. Now, I'm no expert on the subject. I don't have all the right answers. I don't know all the right things to look for, but I do know some of the wrong things to look for. If the girl you're chatting with all of a sudden wants to quit her job, if she had a job and then just a week after talking to you, she tells you, I had a job, but now I want to quit so I can talk to you, so I can spend more time with you online. Don't fall for that one. If they're working, tell them, keep your job until I get there. Don't agree to them quitting their job. If they have one and it's real, they'll want to keep that job. If they don't have a job but they're just bullshitting you and they want to have you start sending support because they're not working, that's more the deception. That's more the con game. That's more of the scammer mentality. Now, if you do send them some money, and I'm a firm believer if you want to send somebody 20, 40, 60 bucks, it's no big deal. You should be able to afford it. If it's what you want to do in your heart, if you feel it's right, go ahead and send it. But send it to them. Have them produce an ID and show it to you. Make sure they're of age. Make sure you're not sending money to a minor. And make sure the money is going to her. If she tells you, no, send it to my brother, or send it to my father, send it to my sister, but not to me because I can't go get it, they can go get it. They know how to get money. The people in the Philippines are sending money back and forth all the time. You can have brothers and sisters that are working in Manila and their parents are here in Dumaguete, and they're sending money back and forth every month. They know how to send money. They know how to receive it. If you're sending it to like her brother or her father, that could be a boyfriend, that could be a husband. You don't know. You want to send it to her. One of the scams I fell for was the father got in a motorcycle accident. Now, I hope you take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. Have you been scammed? If it's too personal, send me an email. I'm interested in your comments. I'm interested in your emails about any kind of scam that you got involved with. So back to the scam that got me once was the girl told me her father got in a motorcycle accident and he was in the hospital and he needed some tests and they didn't have the money for the test, MRI or a CAT scan. I don't remember exactly, but it was a head injury. And she would send me pictures of him in the hospital. Now, I've seen him before in photos. She has photos of him on her Facebook. This guy, his head was all wrapped in bandages. He had a head injury. You couldn't see his face. You couldn't tell who it was. And, you know, you feel really sad. It's their father. They need help. He needs a test. So again, can you help me? Can you help me? My father needs help. Can you help me? They tug at your heart. They tug at your good nature. They take advantage of you and your good nature. Good guys are the ones that get scammed by these girls. Not jerks, not a-hole guys. Good guys get scammed by these girls. You think you're helping, you're doing a good thing. In your heart you are. God bless you for helping people. But you need to trust and verify. You want to see a hospital bill with his name on it. You want to see something. And then they're going to tell you, after all the treatment, it's time to be released. They're going to tell you they need money to get him out of the hospital. That the hospital wants the bill paid in full before he is discharged. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Being here in the Philippines, I know you can make arrangements with the hospital. Upon discharge, to make a payment, you can sign a promissory note that you're going to pay them. They're going to want some money up front when you first go in the hospital. And they're going to want some money at discharge. But not all the time do they need full payment to discharge you. Especially if you're a native, if you're Filipino. They have public hospitals here that take care of people. You know, I'm not going to say they're the best hospitals in the world, but they're the hospitals they have here. And I don't see them holding a whole bunch of people hostage just to pay their final bill. Another scam I've heard about is my grandmother died. Can you help me? My grandmother died. We don't have money to bury her. Well, before they met you and a relative would die, they had a way to bury that person. They had the money to pay for the burial. It's not like they couldn't do nothing. They were all stuck on a rock waiting for, you know, the white knight to come and save them. The family was able to pay their bills. They were able to feed everybody. Most people in the family had a phone, probably had a couple motorcycles, and they were able to pay their day-to-day expenses. Not saying they were rich, not saying they had a lot of extra money, but they could get by. They could get by before you came into their life. They'll get by when you're gone. So if you haven't met them in person, these are just ways for a girl to get money from you. Maybe she's being pushed by the family to do this. Maybe it's just her nature. Maybe it's her boyfriend or husband telling her to do it. You don't know. Someone told me a story that they came to the Philippines for a vacation. They met a girl online and they thought they had a relationship growing with this girl and they wanted to meet her. So he came here on vacation. He took 2 weeks off, decided he was going to fly from California to the Philippines, and the girl said, no, don't come to the province and meet me. Let's go somewhere nice. Let's go somewhere and have a relaxing time. So they picked Panglao, a Lona Beach area. So the guy, he went ahead and made reservations. He booked his round-trip airfare, booked the resort hotel, got everything arranged. The day he was supposed to go on the plane, she contacted him and said, I can't go. Now all of a sudden he's heartbroken. He's like devastated. What do you mean you can't go? I'm coming to see you. I spent all this money on plane tickets and hotel reservations. And she goes, my family said I can't go alone, but if I bring my cousin, I can go. So he agreed to having the cousin come along because he was already invested. He was invested emotionally and financially. So he wanted to go have a good time. So he came to the Philippines. He landed in Panglao. He was at the resort. She showed up at the resort later that day. And she had her cousin with her. And it was a guy cousin. So the guy, he had no choice. It's a cousin. You know, big deal. You know, it makes sense. A girl's not going to travel around by herself, have an escort. It's going to be a male cousin escort. So he got the cousin a room. He paid for all the meals, paid for the beer. Every time they went somewhere, he came along. He enjoyed the trip. It was a free vacation for him. He was sleeping with the girl, having a good time with the girl. But at the end, when he went back home to the States, he found out that was her husband. And he was along for the free ride. A free vacation, nice hotel room, free meals, free beer. And he knew his wife would be pocketing some money from the foreigner. So you just don't know. That gay friend that she has, or that cousin that hangs around all the time, that's stroking her hair or touching her shoulders, is that really a cousin? Or is it a boyfriend? Or is it a husband? You don't know. So what's the best way to avoid the scam? Well, the best way is when you meet somebody, the moment something doesn't feel right, the moment you turn the phone off and you say, man, I don't want to send that to her. Or, man, that didn't sound right. Don't do it. You're smarter than that. You're thinking with the wrong head sometimes. Don't do it. If it doesn't feel right, if she's asking you for money in the first few days that you're talking to her, even first couple weeks, that's way too soon, especially for her to ask. And if she's making you feel guilty, if she's telling you all the hardships she has, she starts telling you how hard life is for her in the Philippines, how lucky you are that you have a nice house and she lives where she lives. She'll show you a video of where she sleeps on a 1-inch thick piece of foam on the floor with her sisters and brothers close by, trying to make you feel guilty. A proud girl, she won't show you where she sleeps. You know, there's a little bit of pride. She doesn't want to show you the poverty she's in. The scammers are really good at making you feel bad, making you feel guilty. They're good at making you feel good too. She's going to send you a sexy video. She's going to send you sexy pictures. And in these videos, she's really not going to call you by your name. She's going to do a dance, a TikTok sexy dance. She's going to go, hey baby, do you like it? Honey, do you like this? Because she can reuse that video over and over again. There's no name. The sexy pictures she sends you could have been sent 4 or 5 times. She starts asking you personal questions, sexy questions. How big are you? Are you still strong in that aspect of sex? Honey, would you like me to buy a sexy outfit, a nurse's outfit to wear for you? And if you agree, chances are she already has it in her closet. Chances are maybe a neighbor has it. You're like the 8th guy to buy that outfit for her. Good girls won't be doing that. Good girls will not want to show you their private spots. The girl that you want to spend a lot of time with here in the Philippines is going to be very respectful to herself. She'll respect her body. She'll respect her situation. She'll respect her family, her siblings, her parents, and she'll respect you, and she'll respect your finances. If she's really interested in you, she's not interested in your money. She's interested in you. Now, she knows you have money, and she knows that's going to help her life. But that's the same case anywhere in the world. Just remember, the girls growing up in the U.S., what did their mom always tell them? Marry a doctor or marry a lawyer. That was in their head before they even met somebody. So all women all over the world are looking for financial stability with a mate. Just because a Filipina knows that you have money and it makes her life easier once you're together doesn't mean she's a scammer. And the best way not to get scammed is to come here and meet them. If you found someone online that you really like and that you really want to help out, get on that plane and come to the Philippines, even if it's for a couple weeks. Meet her somewhere, meet her at her home, meet her family. Boots on the ground is the only way to make sure that you're not being scammed. It's the only way to make sure that everything is the way that you want it. A lot of guys have been lucky. They find a girl and they talk to them for 6 months up to a year, and their relationship is strong. They both have the same goals. She doesn't ask for anything. Maybe she works, maybe she's an overseas foreign worker, and they start planning their future with you, where we should live, you know, while you're still working in the U.S., but still, come and meet them. The chances of a relationship working is so much better once you meet in person. All my online relationships all went to shit. The only good relationship I had is the one I met in person, on the ground, here in the Philippines. I hope you found this video helpful. Until next time, thanks for watching.